Well, I'm not a drinker. I'm just saying I drink. No, I said if you were a drinker, I don't.
Hi, and welcome to the show. Again, we thank God that you can view the show, whether it's in your living room, your bedroom, your kitchen, or any other area in your home. We're excited to bring you D.A.P Ministry Presents. I'm your host, the Reverend Willie Williams Jr., and we have some good information for you because we want to say happy holidays to you and want to say well wishes as well as that. But we also want to encourage all those that live in the city of New Orleans that they tell their friends, their relatives, and acquaintances to go down to the Lower Ninth Ward and see the devastation, but see the restoration the Lord is going to do. I can tell you, I go down there often, and I'm seeing some things that are being restored on Caffin Avenue and Claiborne. There is that multi-purpose center, police, I think office is going to be in there, the fire station and the senior citizen station, right across the street from Martin Luther King. I don't know if it's elementary.
School,
it's a technical school because I think it goes from elementary all the way up to high school.
Right.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
yeah. It goes up. It goes up. And so make sure you tell your friends that are visiting for this holiday season, go down to the Lower Ninth Ward, encourage those recipients that are down there. Again, we thank God for our co-host, the Reverend Darrell Smith, also known as D.K. Smith, 9:40 a.m. on your radio dial, has a saying that goes like this.
That's right, D.K. Smith, a.k.a. the PM Pastor. The PM Pastor. From 3 p.m. to 7 p.m., I'll take you home in style with a smile.
He also has his finger on the pulse of what's taking place locally, nationally, and a global effect. He has a global effect because he has, I often say relatives, but he has friends over in Afghanistan, Russia, Paris, France,
Italy. Yeah, that's right.
Italy. I mean, and he know people right here in the Lower Ninth Ward.
Well, and saying that, those are subscribers. Those are our subscribers on our YouTube channel. Just go to YouTube and use the search engine for D.A.P Ministries TV show, and you'll find this and other shows that's on there. And I wanted to say something, about the Lower Ninth Ward, where I grew up and stayed there up until Hurricane Betsy came.
Which street? Alamo?
Born on Flood, raised on Charbonnet.
Okay.
1933 Charbonnet. Right now it's a slab. But the thing I was going to say was the Martin Luther King Technology School, a school of technology, whatever. It was McCarty.
Yeah.
And I went to McCarty.
I went to McCarty too.
You went to McCarty?
Yeah. And what was McCarty? People don't really know. It was a plantation.
Say that. I was going to mention that. Yeah,
it was a plantation. We didn't know because when we got there, we was just going to school.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. It was a plantation. And I mentioned that to some elementary school students uptown, and I was doing a field day trip, whatever like that, and I mentioned to them where I went and how it was a plantation, and I basically told them, I said, don't let the past dictate your future, because just because it was a plantation that I went to school in, that don't mean that I had to have that slave mentality.
Boy, you're a happy brother.
Oh yeah, don't let the past dictate your future. And so that's one thing we look at. Now another thing we look at, think about my past, we got our co-co here, our co-host. She's here when I'm not here, or when you're not here, she's here, but she's always here, just about.
Well, it's a good thing she's here because she's been on assignment for a while, and you're going to tell us a little bit about what you've been doing since you've been out of town or on assignment.
Yeah, basically I got a little older. Well, no. I celebrated my birthday on last week, and just wanted to thank God for another year. I don't mind saying 57. Yeah.
I was about to ask that too.
You don't have to ask. You don't have to ask. That voice you hear, ladies and gentlemen, is that of Santa's helper. And she's always helpful because she's here for us during the time. And that's Sister Minister Jennifer Baker.
Hello and good morning and good evening.
Hey, and you're looking
you
nice.
took care of both the morning presentation
Absolutely.
and the evening
And
presentation.
good evening.
Yeah.
And how are you gentlemen doing today?
We're doing all right.
Doing fine.
You're looking very wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you.
Not as festive, but I mean, you're looking one. You all did not get the memo.
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't.
We didn't know we had to dress in Santa Claus.
That's okay, but you did. I have a story behind that. I'm not even gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna share. May I?
Share your story.
I was in a particular store. I will let it remain nameless. One Christmas holiday, and I had on a red jogging suit, right? And my daughters were with me, and we were getting some food and stuff like that for the holiday. And you all know me. I'm a prankster, pastor, and rev. And there's so much we can talk about today. So we were in the store, and my daughter, I was lagging behind, and she went, "Come on, Santa." Everyone started laughing. I was like, and it takes a lot for me to get embarrassed, because I don't get embarrassed easily. I'm like, I'll laugh it off. I said, this girl just called me Santa in front of this whole store.
I remember that story.
You remember the story,
I remember that story, yeah.
So look, Pastor, I was up there, so I went to the police officer in the store, and they actually wanted to put it on pranksters. And I said, sir, please help me to get my daughter. So I said, okay, just pretend she stole something. And thank you, Lord, my daughters, they don't steal. You remember, Dee? So they were standing there, and she didn't see me because I was standing behind the manager. And the police officer said, he said, "Ma'am, you right there, come over here, let me check you." She was like, "What? I don't have anything." And my daughter, the one that's the doctor, she was with her, and my two little girls were with her. And she said, "What? We don't steal. My sister don't have anything." My daughter said, "I don't even have a purse. I don't have nothing on me. I don't have to get checked. What's going on?" And I make a long story short, and I couldn't stop laughing. And when I turned around, they realized I pranked her. I got her.
You pranked her.
I pranked her. She called me Santa in front of everybody in the store.
Now,
you remember that, Dee?
Now let me for justification's
But they were
sake,
so kind, though.
For justification's sake, and I must tell the world and let it be known, because you lost weight.
Yes.
And back then,
she
was a little bit bigger.
That?
I'm just saying.
That isn't why she said it. She said it because I had on red.
Oh, okay.
I still got it. Don't play with it. Anyway.
All right.
I thought never mind.
No, it was the red. You just missed it.
Yeah, no, I was just visualizing.
Yeah.
I said, big red, huh?
But Dickie, I never was,
Oh, well, anyway.
Has to get him. See, you never get him or Larry.
I don't know. I'm just listening to the prank.
All right.
I don't know.
Well, no, it was about the red jogging suit.
The POV.
And the Santa hat.
Okay. So I didn't say the Santa hat.
Yeah, I had on the
You were
Santa
dressed
hat.
up.
Yeah. I love. In fact, we're all gonna wear one next week, right, gentlemen?
I don't think so.
I knew it.
It don't work that way.
I knew you all would say that.
No.
But so everything is well with you guys. I know we're going to talk about so many topics today because I love talking to you guys. But one of the main things I really want to talk about is your word. Do you believe, gentlemen, that your word is your bond?
I believe it should be.
And that's the honest way, because things happen in between. If I say I'm going to do something,
Things do happen.
So yeah, it should be.
But it doesn't happen consistently.
Well, those things that you are able to do, you should be able to do, but those things that are beyond your control, what about, and since you're in the Christmas spirit, what about parents want to buy toys for their kids, but they just got laid off?
Oh, absolutely.
And so they have to decide whether they're going to buy these toys or save the money so they can say, well, look, I don't know how long I'm going to be laid off, or, I got to pay the utility, I got to buy food, I got to make sure the kids have clothes. So maybe he wanted that Xbox.
But
that's more than what was, when he was working, it was in the budget. But now that he's no longer working, it's out the budget.
What about if they didn't get laid off and they just don't have it? But that's not where I'm going with this. I'm saying, that if you say you're going to do something, you should give it 100% effort to do it. Am I right or wrong?
Well, let me ask the question then. Let me ask the question.
I want you to answer the question because I'm coming down your street.
I'll say absolutely yes. And so that means if you say you're going to be on time, why are you not on time?
Mm-hmm. Wait, we're not talking about on time, sir.
Jennifer had a bad reputation. I'm gonna put it in past tense. Okay?
That's why we
she had a bad reputation of not being on time.
So your word is your bond. Your word is your bond.
I remember what your mama said.
You two are a piece of work. What did my mother say?
Your mother said that.
What did Dora Smith say? What did she say?
She said that your brother's was just somebody's wedding that performed, and I did the wedding.
You performed the wedding.
I performed the wedding, yeah. And we were waiting on a certain person. And basically, your mama said,
"Were they the ring bearer?"
Yeah, something like that. And her mama said,
a piece of work.
Jennifer will be late for her own funeral. So,
I've had that experience before.
At least then it wouldn't matter.
Look, it wouldn't matter to you. I had that experience before in performing a funeral ceremony, and we're proceeding with the ceremony, and the person's supposed to be bringing the programs. So, thank God we know how to conduct a funeral ceremony without a program.
Yeah.
I think we was halfway finished.
Oh my goodness!
And the person came with the program. So we can't go back.
Oh no!
We're going forward.
You have to go forward.
We're going forward. But somebody say, that's the way they do. They're always late. Mm-hmm. And so it was not a reflection on anybody personal, but it goes back to saying your word is your bond. As much as possible, you want to be on time, but the train catch you. If the bridge catch you, if they have an accident on the highway on your way, can you control that?
No, you can't. And I like the fact that you're positive about it, but that's not here nor there. In this incident, Pastor, what I'm saying is, what if? This is just a what if, gentlemen. What if I tell you I'm going to come over to your house on Sunday and sup with you? Okay? And then I go, well, I couldn't make it this Sunday, but I'll come on next Sunday. Well, I couldn't make it that Sunday, but trust me, I'll come on next. It kind of reminds me of, are you all familiar with Sanford and Son? I know I can say that, right?
Yes.
I love Sanford and Son. There was this particular episode where Grady's cousin kept saying, oh, Grady, I'm gonna get up and fix you a nice breakfast. You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking
about. When that breakfast came along, oh, I overslept. But you know what? Don't you worry about it. I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna fix you a nice lunch. When lunch came, ooh, my shoulder's hurting. But that's okay. I'm gonna get up and fix you a nice dinner. Dinner came. It was over with. Here comes breakfast again. You know what? I slept good, so I'm gonna get up and fix you a nice breakfast. Grady goes up to the restroom, and then old girl's asleep on the sofa. Grady, cousin, wake up. Oh, I must have overslept, but I'm gonna get up and fix you a nice lunch. You get what I'm saying? That's what I mean by your word is your bond.
But people
do what you say and say what you mean.
Well, people should not deliberately, you don't like to hear this word, lie. Because that's a lie. That's a
lie.
Outright lie. You never had any intentions of doing those things that you say you were going to do. But I was really talking about a different situation. I was talking about
and I like
that making a commitment, and they will even call and say, I'm running late.
Right.
I'm on my way, but I'm running late. And I'm saying that's just
and that's a bond in a sense, isn't it?
Well, it's a sign of courtesy.
Sign of respect.
Yeah. Look, I don't want to be late, but
but things happen is what you're saying.
Unforeseeable things
and that makes sense.
Yeah,
that makes
but
sense.
I can applaud you in what you're saying about keeping your word, because in relationship building, that's our responsibility to keep our, especially as Christians.
As Christians,
we have to say our yes is yes, and our no is no.
And honestly, and I was speaking to someone the other day, and I know we're about to go, but I know, see, to me, as Christians, we really have to set examples.
Yes. On that thought, let's go to break. We're going to go to break. And we'll come back and talk to you, Jennifer, about keeping your word, because this is important. It's very important, and we want to say to you, stay tuned. We'll be right back, and we'll talk to you more about